So where do we see him landing, and why do we think he's maybe keying in on teams like Winnipeg and Colorado? Where's a good spot for him, Bruce?
Well, Winnipeg's home, so
Yes,
I
that makes
can I can
yeah.
I can see that. And um, like I mean, Winnipeg hasn't been able to get over that hump. And I mean, even though they might have great leadership, Jonathan Toews is known as a superior leader. I mean, he'd have to be their second line center. I don't know if he's good enough to be a second line center after having a couple years off and being what he'll be 35 or something like that. Colorado seems to me like a safe spot for him. Like
Yeah.
McKinnon plays 25 minutes a night. If you could come in there and just do your job and distribute a little bit, because um, I don't even know if they have him. Did they trade Casey Middlestat? Because I
Well,
never liked
they
him.
still got Brock
Yeah.
Nelson
They
because he
got rid
didn't.
of
Yeah,
Mills.
Yeah,
It feels like they're looking for a 3C because I'm not sure they were overly.
he'd be a perfect third line center for
Yeah.
them.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
any playoff team should be looking at Jonathan Toews. Like, you see how much of an impact veterans are making in these playoffs. Like Corey Perry, I don't know how he's scoring the goals he's scoring at age 40. Brad Marchand's not young anymore. There's a lot of veterans I think this summer are going to get looks, whether it's Claude Giroux, John Tavares, Jamie Benn possibly. But Jonathan Toews, if I'm a team that's looking to take that next step, his leadership alone, it warrants a look. But yeah,
Well,
I like Colorado just because you're not asking too much of him, and it'd be kind of cool to see Toews on a team with Nathan McKinnon.
how would he look in Toronto? Like if they signed Tavares and you put Taves as a 3C?
It'd be pretty good. I don't even know who their 3C is right now. Like that's been
No.
a point of concern for the Leafs is, they traded for Scott Lawton to be their third line center. That didn't work out. They had
Mm-hmm.
Max Domi there for some time, but really, his leadership again, having Austin Matthews, this was his first year with the captaincy. Obviously, he's got Tavares there to learn from, but let's be honest, that there's a world of difference between how John Tavares is as a leader and Captain Sirius and Jonathan Toews. So, 100%. If I'm the Leafs, I wouldn't overpay for him, but if he's interested in playing with Matthews and company, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, because I don't think it can be about the money for Jonathan Toews. Like, I mean, he's not going to get the 750 that Corey Perry got, like in Montreal or anywhere. But he's going to, I think in the $3 million range. I mean, Jonathan Toews would be a pretty good gamble.
And especially at that age, you don't have to work. You can load it up with bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
So you can really work the contract that way. It could be something where you go base level $1 million and then just load it up with, if you make the Stanley Cup final, if you play X
Yeah.
number of games, you check off certain bonuses.